How's it going? Is the Ford Mustang Mach-E worth it? So today I'm going to do a quick review about the 2024 Ford Mustang Mach-E. Give me a little bit of grace. This is my first time ever recording a video. I appreciate the feedback, but don't be too harsh, all right? So full disclosure, I'm a sales consultant at a Ford dealership, which is why I have a good amount of experience with the Ford Mustang Mach-E. I've been driving one now for about a month. My dealership's been nice enough to let me drive one around, get more familiar with it, and that way I can give my honest opinion about what I've liked and what I haven't liked about it. So there's a few things I do and things I don't. All right, so today's video is completely non-biased, and hopefully Ford fixes some of the things I don't like here in the future model years. So the one I'm going to be speaking about is a premium. So there's a few different trim packages for the Mustang. The premium is not the highest trim package. There's a GT above that, but the premium is higher end. There's a Select, which is entry. There's not too many trims with the Mustang Mach-E, but today I'm going to be speaking about the Ford Mustang Mach-E Premium. On the exterior, to start with, I am actually a huge fan of the way the Ford Mustang Mach-E looks. It looks aggressive, it looks sporty, but it's not doing too much, where some of these manufacturers EVs, I just don't like the look of them. But this one has a very nice side profile. It is SUV, whereas the normal original Mustang is two-door coupe, right? So it's different, but it still has that sporty look to it, which is the back end is sharp, has the same similar style taillights as a Mustang would, with those, I don't know how you would say that, it just got the three brake lights there, and it has that sharp angle there on the taillights. These wheels could be better, in my opinion. That's one of the things I don't love about the premium, at least. I think the wheels are kind of lame, but the Mustang Mach-E GT does actually have some pretty sweet wheels. So let me know if you want a review on the GT, because that's a completely different vehicle. Actually takes everything this one has and just kind of gives it a sportier, even more aggressive look than this one does. This one, being the extended range, is getting 300 miles on a full charge. It's kind of right about where its class is. Nothing exceptional there, but it definitely isn't lacking for its class. Just doing a quick walk around. Like I said, on the exterior, there's not much I dislike about it, honestly. I think they did really good on keeping it look like a normal car, where some of these other EV manufacturers, you can instantly tell it's a electric vehicle, right? Outside wise, not too much I can critique it on. I do actually think it's pretty sharp. Now, getting into the interior, back space, it's pretty good. One thing that it could improve on is the height of the seat. I see that when I sit back here, I'm a bit taller. I have to have my knees pretty bent, but other than that, the way that it leans back, the material itself is very comfortable material there. You have your cup holders you can pull out there, armrest, that works great when you just have the two seats being occupied. You got vents in the back and chargers. For the back, again, nothing special, nothing I could critique too much on. Big speaker here, which I will actually get into, is my favorite thing about the premium model, is you get the B&O sound system, which is a really good sound system. It's Bang & Olufsen is, I think, how you say it, but it's this little logo right here. B&O, I know a lot of even really high-end luxury manufacturers like to use them for their upgraded sound systems. Interior wise, I think it looks good. One thing I think maybe could be an improvement is this up front is kind of awkward looking, in my opinion. It just kind of pokes out. Could be an improvement maybe in the future models to kind of make it blend in a bit more. The screen also goes for the same poking out look, but I think it almost fits it a bit better. Hopping in here. So on the interior, yeah, you have a massive screen that's looks sharp actually. Is your heated seats, heated steering wheels, which living here in Colorado is an essential for sure. One thing that this one does not have that I could honestly care less for, but I know a lot of people really like, are ventilated seats. Maybe an improvement for the future models again there. 360-degree camera right here, which is becoming more and more standard on a lot of vehicles. It makes parking extremely easy there. You have the ability to change different views for your camera. Apps, lots of different apps on here. My favorite thing about this screen here is going to be that it has wireless Apple CarPlay, which is great. Having your own music, your own navigation, and it looks really sharp on this big screen. You do have your entertainment here, and when you download Ford Pass app and allow connected services, you have YouTube, you get those applications on here too. So when you're ever charging, waiting, you're bored, you could scroll on YouTube here. And I believe there's a bunch of other apps you can download on this big screen. Blue Cruise a little bit. This thing right here is looking at your eyes, making sure you aren't falling asleep when you have Blue Cruise enabled. Blue Cruise is Ford's version of the self-driving hands-free. So a lot of vehicles nowadays will have your adaptive cruise control and lane centering assist. The thing with that is you have to keep your hand on the steering wheel. Blue Cruise is same thing basically, but in certain zones has the ability to do full hands-free. I have used it quite a bit and I do enjoy it. Going down to Denver, longer highway trips, you just throw that on there, jam out to some music. It, for real, it switches lanes for you. Like you just put on your turn signal, it switches lanes. Pretty cool stuff there. One thing that I don't love about it is it's a subscription. So you get to try it out for free for, I'll put it on here because I don't know the exact time. I believe it's 90 days free subscription when you purchase a Mach-E. After that point, it's your choice if you want to continue to pay for that feature there, which is kind of a downside. I wish you didn't have to pay for it, but all the self-driving companies have that as a subscription still because it's continuing, you know, research and development there to continue to improve that. Maybe in the future it'll be free. Who knows? Now, another thing I do like about it, I have pretty good headroom. I haven't had any issues there at all. I'm 6 foot for reference. The premiums, not all of them, it is an option, but sunroof, right? It's pretty nice. It's tinted, so it doesn't bother you if you're sensitive to light or anything like that. Sunroof is sharp. People hop in, they're impressed, they love. Another thing that they could improve on, but I think it's not just Ford, it's almost every manufacturer out there that I've actually never found one that works, but the wireless chargers on them can be finicky. You got to find the right location, and sometimes they charge, sometimes they don't. That's just the nature of wireless chargers currently. For whatever, I don't even understand how wireless chargers work to get started with, but they work sometimes they don't there. Again, heated steering wheels are nice. I'm gonna turn on the heated seats there. This dial actually works as a multi-function dial. It's your volume knob, could be your heated seat knob when you press on the heated seats, as well as your temperature knob. Pretty neat there. Power folding mirrors, really cool. I like that. Memory seatings, I love that. That's my biggest pet peeve is when somebody hops in my car, drives me or whatever, you know what I mean? And they gotta move my seat positioning. And then the next morning I gotta hop in and it's all wonky. I feel all uncomfortable. So memory seating is a must for me nowadays. 3 settings there, just plenty. Talk about the way it drives. I mean, it's insanely quick. It's an electric vehicle will have that instantaneous torque. That's super nice when you're trying to cross an intersection, merging. You know, it's nice to have that power and knowing it's coming out right away. You know, a lot of vehicles have turbos or just naturally aspirated engines. They'll have a bit of a lag before that power kicks in. So with a electric vehicle across the board, is going to be instantaneous torque there. Very quick. Has a few different driving modes you can select from. Your whisper, engage, and unbridled mode. This is something I like about the premium. You have the ambient lighting there, so that does change depending on your driving mode, but you can also adjust that yourself manually if you like a certain color. Unique shift knob they have in a few of their vehicles. Don't love it, don't hate it. It's a shift knob. It feels good to the touch. Some people might not like that, but it is you twist it to select your gears there. You got your electric parking brake there, hazards button there. Very quiet. I'm just gonna take it for a quick drive back to the dealership to just show a point of view of how it looks and feels while you drive. So very quiet. As I'm driving back, one thing I just thought of was the propulsion sound. Initially, I thought it was gimmick, you know, it fake exhaust sound from the speakers. So it sounds like you're in a gas engine. So at first, I thought it was kind of gimmicky when I heard about it. But now that I've been driving one for a bit, I will say I do like that feature, because you can kind of tell when you're going fast or when you're accelerating, because you hear a little bit of that fake engine rumble, right? You can deactivate it or turn it on. Totally up to you, whatever you like there, which I like having that ability to choose. Again, choosing the ability if you like the one pedal driving or not one pedal driving. So for those of you that don't know, one pedal driving is when you let go of the accelerator, it'll begin to slow down. It helps with regenerative braking to help with your range there. But when you are hitting your brakes, you are still regenerating that battery. So cool thing about the Mustang Mach-E's too is it will give you ratings on how you did driving, because electric vehicles are a learning experience. Like anything, like a gas-powered vehicle, your range is going to depend on how you drive it. So if you're an aggressive driver, you're not going to get that 300-mile range that Ford says you'll get. And if you're a more conservative, less aggressive driver, you can definitely get more than that 300-mile range. Nice thing about what the Ford Mustang Mach-E's do is the range does become more accurate as further along. The more you drive it, it learns your driving habit. So that way, a lot of people have range anxiety about knowing how accurate their range is. After some time, it begins to learn your driving habit and become more and more accurate. Show you this here. Again, that 360-degree camera, super easy to park. It's putting a little car in a box. It's almost like those games you play on computers, I always think of. So yeah, I mean, that's some of the stuff I like, some of the stuff I don't like. Again, keep in mind, this is my first time ever recording a video this long, so give me a little bit of grace. If you guys want to see more videos about other Mach-E trim packagings, maybe more in-depth specs, let me know. This is kind of just how I like to show vehicles for real, first-hand experience. I've been driving one, I do like it, but there's a few of those things that I talked about that could have improvements there. Cool, let me know if you guys want to see some more videos of this. Hopefully y'all do. Hopefully I get better at this too and start reviewing all the Fords, and then eventually as we get these trades in, used inventory, I'll go ahead and start doing reviews on those. So if you guys are interested in purchasing a Mach-E, again, totally up to you if it fits your lifestyle. I do sell Fords here in Castle Rock, Colorado. hit me up. I'll work you out a deal, especially if you come from this video. That'd be awesome for me. My direct cell number I'll put right here. But thanks for watching. If you actually watched this whole video, I really appreciate that.